crafters, this is Georgia Lane with Creative Moments by G, and welcome to Fiesta Friday. We are so excited. We have a very special little box to share with you today. It can be used for Christmas, fall, table favors, anything that you can come up with. But just wait till you see what happens when you take this lid off. So let's head over to the crafting table and let's get this made. Here is our little box we were talking about that has a surprise when you open it. But look at this, how we decided to cover the top of it. And we used one of our favorite Stampin' Up stamp sets. It's called Painted Harvest. Isn't that pretty? Well, let me show you one that has something in it. So you have this on your table for your guests, and they open it up. Look at all that it holds. Is that amazing? 5 Reese's Pieces, and it folds right back up and you put the lid on. How cute is that? First thing you're going to need is you'll need to cut your paper, and you need an 8.5 by 8.5 piece of paper. So we know that's 8.5. So all we need to do is cut this 8.5. And now we need to score this piece of paper 3 1/8 on all 4 sides. So we're going to go 3 1/8. We're going to score 3 1/8 again. Turn it, score it again. And one more time, 3 1/8. It is so easy to make this. You're going to love it. Now, to make the lid, you have your body right here. To make the lid, you simply cut a piece of paper 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So you need an exact square, and you're going to score it on 5/8 inch on all 4 sides. See, we've already done that. Now, for the lid, what I like to do is we take our scissors and we snip right there on this little bitty box part. You take a little snip, turn it if you're right-handed, turn it to the right, snip it just to that top score line, turn it again, snip it, turn it again, and snip it, and that way they're all snipped in the right place. Now, so that they fit together, because when you put together your lid, it has to fold up, right? Well, if you have a little bit more on this corner, a little bit less, I mean, it will fold up much nicer. So you have this little bitty corner, so you just barely cut out a little triangle. That's all you have to do. And you can cut out on the outside. Turn it. See, you have this little bitty corner. We just cut it a little bit. And then we can cut it on the outside too. And that just miters those edges. Go around. You have that little tab. Cut just a little bit on the outside. And it just makes less to have to fold. And it really creases those edges so nice. Fold a little bit. Okay. We're going to go ahead and put together the top. And what I recommend is that you use wet glue. We're going to crease, make sure everything's creased really nicely. All the little corners. We'll use our bone folder, and we are just going to flip it over and put our glue, just a little bit of glue, on each little tab. Okay. So you simply turn it and hold it, press it down just for a little bit. Take this one, fold the tab down, and because you've mitered it, really fits nicely, and press it down with your thumb. We're going to fold this one in. It just goes over the flap, and hold it in. And do the same on this final one, and hold it in. Now, how easy was that to create the top? So easy, right? Now, on the body of it, we're going to take it and go ahead and crease it. You can use your bone folder, but the new Stampin' Up trimmer does such a good job of scoring all the lines. Now, this is where the tricky part comes in. What we need to do is miter our edges. We have a square. We are just going to line up the edge of this square to that square so we can cut that triangle off. So stick it in your trimmer, line it up, and sometimes when you're lining it up, it might get misaligned. So make sure that it's exactly where it needs to be, the point, and cut. See how that is? Now turn it, line up your score lines, and cut. We're going to do it again. We're going to line up our pointed lines right there on the edge of the score line. Trim. We're getting there. One more. Line up our score lines. Make sure they're lined up. And cut. Now we have a piece of paper that looks like this. And you're probably wondering, okay, so how do we turn it into that cute little box? We are going to see how when you bring this up, put your finger right here, put your finger and just go to the edge, pinch it, and you can use your bone folder. And there you have it. You have one corner. Go to the next one, put your finger in the middle to crease it, pinch it at the top, and you can use your bone folder to crease it on the inside. See, we're beginning to see the edges, aren't we? Go to where we cut it, put your finger on the inside, and bring those edges together. And there you have it. Finally, the last one, put your finger in the middle, bring the edges together, and there you have it. So all of a sudden, here we go. Now, before we do any decoration at all, see, this is what it looks like. How easy was that? But we are not done because we are decorating ours like Christmas. So we know this is the outside. So we are going to put it face down. And we cut some panels from one of our designer series set. It's the 6x6 and it's the Night Before Christmas 6x6 designer series paper. And this paper is cut, let me see, 2 3/16 by 3. Okay, we're going to use our wet glue again. And we are going to just put a little bit on there, flip it over, and glue it down on this panel. Going to give ourselves a little bit of a white edge because that will be underneath the lid. And we want our paper on the opposing side, right? The one that matches it. So, and you really can do it however you want. But this was our design. We're going to match it up. Then we're going to turn it. And we're using this paper. Isn't that pretty? We're going to match it up at the bottom. There we go. Match it up and press down. So far. Now, when you turn it right side up, you can just see how I'm using my fingers to bring it in, just like this. And it just folds up. Here's what it looks like. Look at that. Looking cute. Okay, what we're going to do to the top is we've cut out some boughs and some pine cones. And we got those from the Peaceful Boughs stamp set from Stampin' Up. So we're going to glue these down first. We're just going to, oh, you know what? I think we're going to use the pencil glue stick. That works better when you have something like this. Okay. Okay. Just going to glue it down right there. Okay, and our next one. Okay. We are going to glue these down on either side of the lid. Just get some glue down. We're going to put some dimensionals on the backs of our pine cones. Just 2 there, 2 on this other one. For some added touch, we're going to pull in some of our little cute rhinestones. We are going to see about adding those. Get a smaller one in there. What do you think? I think that does it. So we bring our box in, and here we have it, our Christmas box. But we still have to put our little message on the front of it. So what we thought we would do is, we already have it stamped, Season's Greetings, and that's from our Peaceful Boughs. And we're going to set it up on dimensionals as well. 1 on either side, and then in the middle. Right in the middle. Okay. What we like to do is we like to come in here and put little brads on the side so it looks like it's stuck on there with brads. So just put a dot and a dot. And there we have it, our cute little surprise box. You can decorate it Christmas. It could be for a party, possibly a motivational saying you want to motivate somebody or share some happiness, some sunshine. May all your tomorrows be as happy as today. And now this one, open it up and look at the surprise. I love these boxes. What do you think? Do you like them? Well, thank you so much for sharing your time with me today and creating these cute little surprise boxes. Remember, you can go online to creativemomentsbyg.stampinup.net and buy all the supplies that you'll need. We used the peaceful boughs for our boughs and our pine cones. We used also Season's Greetings. And then we also used, for this one, we used Painted Harvest to get this sunflower. And we also used their stamp. But you can use whatever decorations you have. I hope you enjoyed today's Fiesta Friday. Go out and have a great day, and we'll see you again in the next video.